Well, welcome back to St Anne's here in Higher Openshaw. This podcast is our Christmas Tide podcast, and I should begin by really wishing you all a very happy, holy and prosperous new year. The celebrations that have gone on here at St Anne's over the period of Christmas have been amazing. Our Christmas carol service by candlelight on Christmas Eve was an enormous success, and the church was absolutely crammed to the rafters, and it was so great to see so many people who had taken the time to come and to seek out the newborn King. It just goes to show really that in our society, where we think religion seems to be dying off, Jesus is still very close to the hearts of those who believe. And we pray that one day all those who come at Christmas and Easter will perhaps take the time to reflect on the family of the church and to come and seek out the church on a much more regular basis. But it was truly gratifying and wonderful to see so many people come to join us for the Christmas celebration. The church was decorated, the tree was there, the crib was there, and it was a beautiful, beautiful atmosphere. And there have been many people who have said what a wonderful time they'd had. The beginning of our Christmas carol service began with Angel Padilla singing O Holy Night. Angel is 11 years old and is one of our Year 6 pupils at St Anne's Primary School. There have been many, many, many comments about what a fantastic gift Angel has. Her voice is truly spectacular, and it was a wonderful opening to this year's carol service, and I'd like to say a special thank you to her for having the courage and being brave enough to stand there and sing completely unaccompanied. We also had a huge turnout for Christmas Day, and again it was great to see so many people in church. During this year of faith, we at St Anne's are holding an extra Mass each first Tuesday of the month at 7 o'clock. The last one just happened to fall on New Year's Day. So rather than cancel the Mass, I thought we'd go ahead with it and see what happened. I suppose really I was expecting maybe 10, a dozen, 20 people. But as it turned out, almost 60 people turned out. And it was fantastic to see so many people celebrating Mass as a way of entering into the new year. So I'd like again to thank everyone who made that celebration so special. Next Monday, our school reopens after the holiday break, and I hope that all our children have had a great holiday, that Santa Claus has been very kind to them, and that they are now ready to come back and work with great gusto so that we can provide our children with a great term once again, where they will learn lots of new and exciting things. One of the things that I did promise in an earlier podcast was that I would like some of our children to be involved in this podcast. So having to go through one or two of the security things, I must first of all choose the children involved and then write to their parents so that we can get the permission of their parents for them to be involved in a public broadcast. But I will do that very shortly as the new term begins on Monday. As for things here at St Anne's, again, at the moment, things are very quiet. They always tend to be during the holiday period, especially in this time between New Year and everyone going back to work and the schools reopening. So, as we think about our future, we hope that this year, 2013, or 2013, as some people prefer to call it, will be very good to us here at church, but not just at St Anne's, but for our family of the church and the whole family worldwide. Please keep praying for the family of the church, keep praying for your priests, and of course, keep praying for vocations to the priesthood and the religious life. It is most important that those who God calls respond to him with a warm and generous heart. God bless for now, and thanks once again for listening. We'll switch over now to a piece of music.
I'd like to thank once again Aaron English for that. That's a piece of music called simply A Message. For all you techies out there, I keep going on about the kind of equipment that I'm beginning to use. Now I have moved on somewhat to a little more high-spec kind of equipment. I am now using Ableton Live to record this podcast. It's taking me a little while to get my head around that, but I feel as though I am getting there. I'm also now using a very sensitive condenser microphone, which is so sensitive, even though I am trying to protect it from outside sounds, it seems to be picking up even the traffic that's going past the house. So I do apologise if you are hearing any external sounds. So I'd like to thank you all once again for listening in, and especially those who have decided to follow us on our podcasts. I hope you have a great 2013. God bless you all once again, and thanks for tuning in.